And welcome everybody to the Daily Space Weather. This is also a Daily Space Weather supplemental. This is streamed live to Twitch, twitch.tv/smAsho, and we're looking at sunspot 2818 as a coronal mass ejection propagates. So we've got a coronal mass ejection unfolding now. Patrons get to know the information first. Please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/smAsho. More about the coronal mass ejection in a minute. First, a full disk view. In the same wavelength, it's 304 angstroms, ionized helium, and the coronal mass ejection is coming from this filament up here. You see this filament right in this location, and right about there it ejects. And so far, preliminary indications are that it will miss the Earth to the northeast, although it is not complete, and the likelihood for additional or continued coronal mass ejections is on. So next we're looking at a view from Stereo A. So this is Stereo A's coronagraph, folks. Stereo A is located here at Lagrangian point 5. So when you're looking at the sun from this perspective, the Earth would be off to your right. And you can see this coronal mass ejection propagating here. And it's just begun, folks. And we'll be probably producing another video later today. You can see that one there from the southern hemisphere. An earlier one from the northern hemisphere. That's more diffuse. Again, this is too early to really do any significant analysis of, but it was forecasted in our video from yesterday. Thanks again to our patrons for supporting our efforts. Next, we'll show you a view from the LASCO C2 and C3 located here at Lagrangian point 1, about 1 million miles toward the sun from the perspective of Earth. So here's the LASCO C2, and you can see at least the initial blast appears to be headed to the northeast. But the one that's occurring as we make the video, again, we are streaming live to twitch.tv/smAsho. Thanks to our followers over there on Twitch. By the way, that's Venus and Mercury on the LASCO C3. And we don't see any ejecta except for on the upper right. So an indication that the first portion of the coronal mass ejection is expected to miss the Earth to the northwest. And again, here's the view from Stereo A at Lagrange point 5. That's the view from Stereo A. So we'll be keeping you posted. We'll probably produce another video today about the propagation of this coronal mass ejection, which we've been forecasting. And that's today's Daily Space Weather supplemental on the unfolding coronal mass ejection situation. And while we've integrated it into the Daily Space Weather today, it is a separate video. So please don't forget to share the content with your friends and foes. And we'll have to say goodbye to Twitch until our cosmology segment.